So we're going to Star Wars as sort of like resident like Star Wars junkie. Not too much, but a couple big things that came through. Like there's a lot of things that have already been in the pipeline. You have a couple of movies, like the James Mangold like Origins of the Jedi movie. Daisy Ridley has her own like future movie there. But the main news that we got came from. Yeah, like
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when there's a production footage or something.
They were very cautious, both Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, because we also have there's the Dave Filoni's other movie that wants to come through, but we'll dial it back by first having Disney honor Harrison Ford, Frank Oz, and John Williams as part of like their kind of like Disney Legends Award, which is well earned, honestly. Like all three of these individuals have made a lasting mark on a lot of like pop culture, have done so much for embodying characters, and I've said it before on this podcast, like I wouldn't be the person who I am if it weren't for John Williams' music. It's pretty amazing. Absolutely. Like it's too good. Like everything. Yeah, it's just they can go through his entire like so much of the filmography, and a lot of it's there. With
he's the true goat.
Yeah, with Indiana Jones and Star Wars, obviously, which Harrison Ford is there. It was kind of also representing.
Were they the only three that got something, or
no? I think
there were others.
I believe,
but like
these are Star Wars.
These were for sure Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I believe I saw pics of clips of.
Miley Cyrus, I think.
Oh, that's
Not
right.
Miley
Yes,
Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus was one, though.
Queen Ramondra, the actress. Why am I blanking on her name? I'm blanking on her name.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I believe she was one of the legends that was brought up.
Yeah.
If not,
they had the whole Wakanda thing.
Yeah, if she wasn't, then it was.
That was pretty cool.
They brought her up to talk about Wakanda stuff.
Yeah, there was a whole list of like Disney Legends Awards. Obviously, like the main three that I wanted to highlight for Star Wars was Frank Oz, Harrison Ford, and John Williams. But you had a couple others, like you had like James L. Brooks, nice. Stuff for The Simpsons. I think he was presented by Danny DeVito, but a lot of for Pete Docter did the presentation for Frank Oz. I was surprised to see Miley Cyrus in there too. I think it was also really cool. Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's right.
Yeah. And then although again, John Williams, he wasn't in.
They didn't do Lohan?
There.
Yeah, John Williams was not there.
Lohan presented for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John Williams, understandably, he's not there. He's 90. He's almost 90 now, I think.
Yeah,
but I think he's like 91, 92.
He wasn't at his concert either this year, so that's a little concerning.
Yeah, but he was honored by so many a lot of people from like a cool little video package, but. Just friendly reminder that they've always said that John Williams is the secret sauce for Star Wars, and so you have a lot of newer composers that have always tried to emulate that kind of style or bring their own spin to it while still kind of honoring that. But anyway, we went right into what some people thought initially was a little kind of wacky, but I think low key is getting more traction or excitement. Is the whole Lego Star Wars like Rebuild the Galaxy? It's hella bonkers. Like, everything's all about, alternate realities, multiverses, and all that stuff.
It's like a Star Wars what if.
It is kind of like a Star Wars what if, but it kind of like ties in with like the Lego mythology, like the whole idea of like, take out the cornerstone and now you've reshuffled all of Lego Star Wars, which a lot of people younger than me, like part of what their exposure to Star Wars is actually from like the Lego Star Wars games, and those games are hilarious. Like all the ways they remix and retell the main kind of stories. It's so much fun. Like if you ever want to have fun playing the games, like or if you want to have like a little different spin on it, they're recommended. I recommend it. It's cool. But
like the complete saga that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, and the whole like Skywalker saga is on there.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Skywalker saga is what I meant. The complete saga was just 1 through 6.
Yeah, but the voice cast is surprisingly kind of stacked. Like some of the people that I obviously recognize are like Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things, Bobby Moynihan again. Like he's kind of put his voice all over the place with a lot of Disney projects. By the way, your reminder: if you have Disney Plus, watch DuckTales, the reboot. It's extremely good. Anyway, Tony Revolori, Flash Thompson from and also is it Zero from Grand Budapest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Zack
Tony
Revolori.
Tony Revolori, yeah, he's in this. But then also like consult. It's like sort of like executive producer, but also like guest starring Mark Hamill himself. You know, it's fun because it gets to kind of poke fun at what's going on in Star Wars in general. But super key, ultimate comeback is going to be Ahmed Best.
Yes.
Darth Jar Jar.
It's happening.
It's actually happening. All the wild theories, they've sort of come true. But
I mean, how long has that meme been around for? Like over a decade.
Years.
it's since like 20.
15
It's like
years,
no,
probably.
yes and no, because I think everything was talking about like from episode like Last Jedi and other stuff is when I was like, oh wait, Darth Jar Jar. But the big thing is like they get to, because it's Lego pieces, you get to have fun and remix a lot of different things. Like there's like a dark Millennium Falcon. There's like a light side Darth Vader. Obviously, you have like the full like like dark side Rey. Darth Jar Jar is really like the big sell, but Mark Hamill kind of making fun of himself too. But and then there's like cool little remixes. Like if you ever play with Legos, you're like, I'm gonna combine these stuff, and now it's just like TIE Fighter X-Wing, and it actually looks kind of cool. Like I was like, oh okay, like Ewok bounty hunters. Like this is basically like somebody went into their like Lego chest and just started having fun with pieces, and I think it'll be a fun little kind of distraction to a fun time, and it premieres on Friday, September 13th. Friday the 13th.
Ooh,
Who's
nice.
animating this series?
I don't know the studio that's doing the Lego stuff, but I think it might be the studio that's done a lot of little Lego like mini series projects that have come out in the past,
But not
like the Christmas
Like
specials and
Ninjago
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But not like the Lego Movie, not like the same studio that did that.
No, that's not
Well, I mean, not like
the writers and stuff. That's not
Yeah.
like Lord and Miller. No, it's not them.
No. I meant more like because I know you have like the distributor.
Like the animation
I
team.
think it was like I don't even know who did the Lego Movie, but I guess like the same.
You're talking about the animation
team.
studio?
Like,
Yeah.
the actual animation studio that did the animation work.
Lego movie is
for-
what, a Sony movie?
I think it was a Sony movie. Yeah.
I believe. Because
But I think the Disney Plus has their own like team.
Yeah, like I don't know who's
That
actually
or-
doing like if it's just like their animation
Because they have a
team
lot of
is doing it.
shorts, like Lego shorts.
yeah, I mean it could be that the Lego company has an animation division we probably don't even know about.
Yeah.
Which is entirely possible that could be the case.
Yeah, like I really don't know. Like I wouldn't. That's something I'm trying to look into, but I haven't really seen. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I'll keep an eye out for it for sure. Something else that seems a lot of fun, which gave me real Goonies vibes with some of that special Star Wars spice in there, is Skeleton Crew. So we actually got a full trailer for Skeleton Crew. And you have these four kids that find themselves a spaceship and what might be a rogue Jedi in Jude Law. Like I think Jude Law came up on stage and talked about how it's Star Wars was formative for like him, just like many millions of other people, and like him being a part of it, he's really excited to be a part of it, and he gave he put everything into like the performance to try to give this to have some fun. I think it's directed by John Watts, right?
Well,
Yeah.
he's I
Or is
think
he the
the
producer?
showrunner and producer. He directs one episode,
Okay.
and they got a couple of different directors directing some of the other episodes. The Daniels that did Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, word?
I think they're doing 1 or 2 episodes.
Ooh.
So yeah, they got a couple
See,
of
I
different
didn't know
directors.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a hope, like a way it might be a bit of a like fun little story, just set in Star Wars, but it looks like it's a little bit after where the New Republic's kind of still set in, but it looks like I got cool vibes for it initially. Like I know the whole setting where the kids lived seemed almost like weird Star Wars suburbia, but I'm not gonna go.
And like,
Yeah, and like the kind of like
Yeah,
prefab
A
houses.
little
bit.
weird, but
Yeah, I was like, oh, it might be a little like a little jarring at first, but like it could be the same thing as when you see people like, oh look, this is obviously inspired by Japanese architecture in this one planet in like the Mandalorian season 2.
I was scrolling through like Instagram or Threads, and I saw someone comment, "At least it's not Tatooine again."
At least it's not Tatooine again. Good for them. Watch the ship that they got up, and
It'll just be another
they go
desert
to
planet.
they go to Tatooine again. But it looks pretty
So
interesting.
IMDb shows that it will have 8 episodes.
Nice.
Okay,
And
we
John
don't
Watts
have.
is directing the first one.
And does it have? Yeah, the
But
directors.
I don't see the directors for the other ones. I just know that the Daniels are directing at least one episode.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Daniel Schrader and Daniel Kwan. So, that bodes well for it. And you have the gravitas of Jude Law. I want to see more about that and whether if he really is like, whoa, he's a Jedi or not. I don't know. It's cool. Like it gave a little the warm and fuzzies to me, so to speak. Or, it seemed really cool to see a different kind of spin on it and just kind of like maybe something lighter, but maybe bring back that like little sense of wonder, especially from the ragtag group of kids.
And this is set in the same like Mandalorian timeline?
I think it's a little after. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly by how much.
Yes, it is because I believe they show a date in the trailer or in the description, and the people that know how to decipher the Star Wars dates, I believe it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which is when
like
Mandalorian
around the
takes place.
Mandalorian. Okay, gotcha.
One of the other directors is David Lowery. He's the guy that did The Green Knight.
Oh,
Oh.
wild.
Yeah,
That's
if you like that movie, I like that movie.
it's gonna be
He
trippy.
also did the most recent version of Peach Dragon.
Oh, really?
for
I like
Disney.
that one.
Yeah.
it was cool. Also, it had
it was good.
the mayor from The Wire. I was half expecting him to
nice.
the whole time when he saw Pete's Dragon, just like she. Like I thought he was really gonna get in there, but
So that would be interesting. I wonder how his episode will look.
yeah, it's a good group of various directors. Again, like there's 8 episodes, so we don't know how many that they have. Whether if it's going to be like each one at least John Watts for sure is getting the first one, but the Daniels have 2. Like we don't know how many after, but
They most likely will have one because I think they're just like a directing team.
yeah,
I don't know if they split up and did 2 separate ones, but we'll see.
and it should be about I think 5 years after Return of the Jedi. Now that I looked it up, and I think Mandalorian is 9 years after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, so
Oh,
So it's
okay.
a bit
But it's around
little bit
that.
yeah,
time.
it's a little before, but yeah, it's like
Okay.
post Empire, New Republic. Maybe they run into some like Imperial remnants or something. Or I hope they don't pull a Star Tours and those kids like just show up in a random battle. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I kind of hope not. Like, I kind of want to like run around and explore and do some fun stuff. So yeah, that's it. This
Yeah,
year,
it looks interesting. Yeah, this year in December.
December 3rd. So a couple days before Win or Lose. And then super excited for this one. We don't have a date yet though, but we just know it's a range of 2025, and that is none other than Andor season 2. It's going to be spanning across, I think, a total of 4 years between where season 1 ended and then getting right up until Rogue One.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that was their plan from the get-go.
Yep,
I remember
that's
them
always been the
saying that.
plan for
Which is
season
good.
2.
That they do like 3 episode blocks, like little arcs, and in this season, each 3 episodes, I guess, is going to be a year, because they have 12 episodes.
All that matters is we got Orson Krennic coming back. We got K2 coming back.
Your favorite.
I know Alan Tujic's going to be coming back. That's my like
He's awesome.
yeah. Both of those characters are freaking great, and hopefully we may get some others. Oh, we're also getting Saw Gerrera back. I really hope.
I don't even know what that thing's
I
name is.
really hope he brings back the Borgullet. Like
Is that the name? How do you
it's called
spell
the
that?
Borgullet. It's Borgullet.
Because
And it's
how
speaks
he
the
was
truth.
saying it, yeah. How he was saying it was like, I don't know what this guy's saying, but it doesn't matter.
Borgullet will tell the truth. Borgullet will tell the truth. Like that's such a freaky scene, but it's just like Borgullet. Like it's.
is it gonna be Forrest Whitaker or are we gonna get?
It is Forrest Whitaker.
He's
No,
returning.
it's dude. Forrest Whitaker.
Hey, he was in season 1, so
Forrest Whitaker was in Rebels.
He was in season 1. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in
that
season 1. He was
Bro, you gotta
also
catch up.
yeah. You
It's
gotta
too
watch
good.
this dude. Yeah,
I know.
he's in season 1 of Andor, but he's also in
I guess it's a
he's
spoiler.
in Rebels.
well, he's in like one scene, so it's not that
Oh,
much of a
I
spoiler.
mean,
Yeah, it's
he's
one
in-
sequence,
He's in
yeah.
the game.
Yeah, he's in Jedi Fallen Order. Like that's
Ooh.
yeah. Like he's
also voiced by Forrest Whitaker.
it is
Yeah.
also voiced
Oh,
yeah
okay.
Forrest Whitaker.
He's
Yes.
not gonna give the duties to somebody else.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
like,
I thought maybe they,
it's a cool
I think he likes the
character.
character, so
Like it's a really cool character, and it's I
Did you
really
say
liked.
Borgullet in the
No, he didn't say it in the game. No, he did not have Borgullet because
I think he's
not that
only said it
paranoid.
in the movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
because
hasn't got there
remember,
yet.
by Rogue One, he's like lost it. Like
Yeah.
he thinks he's his own rogue. He's his own cell of like trying to fight off the Empire. No one else can be trusted because if you watch Andor, like there's a lot of underlying things that the Empire is trying to do, and there's various rebel factions that are trying to undermine stuff, and no one's unified yet. So he's always going to be the outlier.
He is the Rogue One.
He is the Rogue One with Borg on it. I can't. That is the coolest thing.
Supposedly they finished filming like a while ago, so they're just doing post production on it.
Yeah.
So,
dude,
I don't think it's gonna come out like at the end of next year.
You think like March, April?
I hope so.
May?
Yeah, I say
By May?
maybe the beginning of May. Yeah.
It'll be a big
yeah.
summer release.
What's really cool is that Diego Luna was doing a lot of the Andor season 2 production news and presentation, and you can tell that he's a producer on the show, and it's a character that he's really like owned and made his own, and really like he's proud of what that character is. It's very complex. It's a character that that kind of has a really interesting arc and great history. It ends up becoming now going to be historical in terms of how the Rebel Alliance was formed. So it's really cool, and I hope we get freaking Stellan Skarsgård. Again, Oof. Like
more speeches.
Dude, he wasn't nominated for an Emmy, was he? Or he was?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Just for that speech alone.
Yeah, that speech alone was just like, give this man an award. Man,
I'm quickly looking at some of the shows that they're releasing on Disney Plus.
I fight for
so it both like Win or Lose and Skeleton Crew are coming out in December, and those will probably be about like 8 or 9 episodes. So that's like 2 months worth
content.
So
but it seems that means they would do like a May 4th like Star Wars Day.
Yeah, very possible. So like that, I'm just saying like so. I don't really know what their big thing they're gonna try to bring out in February, March. Yeah. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll have like a dry spell. But
maybe some.
I'm sure they probably want
Marvel
to have something.
That
yeah,
we'll get
they
to
might.
Later.
Yeah,
almost every month or two, they want to have some big ticket item to get people to subscribe.
To keep subscribing.
So it's possible that maybe that block between February to April, there's something coming out, and then after that, that's probably when Andor's coming out. I hope so.
All I know is I need it, and I need it like yesterday.
Yeah, I think we all, except for Zach, we all liked it.
Dude, you need to get on that, dude.
I really need to watch
it. It's insanely good. It's like, I've been saying, I remember, I think I spoke to somebody once, like at work or something, they're like, oh man, like, I think they were talking about, yeah, man, notice, but yeah, but have you seen Andor? Like, it was a point where it's like, if you want like peak, like quality television in terms of drama,
not just
it's
Star
acted,
Wars, but
and good plot, like all, complex situations, and just like really quality like production of visual media, like Andor really is it. Like it's extremely good.
Much better than Acolyte, at least in my opinion. So
I mean, we'll see, because your boy man Jacinto needs work still. Anyway, I need him to succeed.
I have no problem with him. He's cool.
Yeah,
he was cool in the show. The little that he was in the show, but.
So with that,
big announcement.
Yeah, the more news finally on like kind of like the big thing coming through with Stars right now is that the Mandalorian and Grogu get their own movie coming out May 22nd. We have some footage of it already.
2026.
At the May 22nd of 2026, not next year, but the year after.
2 years from now.
We got the logo for the first time.
Yup.
Or official
Mandalorian
logo.
and Grogu. Ludwig Göransson's gonna have to put some work in terms of the music.
Do you guys think they're gonna keep that title?
Maybe not.
It seems very generic. Very generic.
Maybe
because I think there were a lot of comments on social media saying like, "Wow, what an original title!"
Right?
Sarcasm.
I mean,
and the logo's like.
I mean, episode 2, you had Attack of the Clones. That's pretty. I'm not trying to justify. I'm just saying like Star Wars is like.
So like this could be called The Mandalorian because that's how everybody knows it, and then have a subtitle that's
called My Son Grogu.
Not even that. Just like. I mean, I know he's in the movie, but you don't really need Grogu in the title.
Yeah.
People will know what it is by just saying The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it so could they be a spoiler.
Mandalorian and then whatever the subtitle.
Maybe when they release a trailer or have like something kind of more concrete, then they'll like update the
title. I'm sure it's just a working title for now, and they might keep it if they can't think of something better.
Yeah, could it be better? Yeah. Am I complaining? Not really. Like it's kind of telling me what it's about. Hey, it's the Mandalorian and my son.
If they want more money, they call it Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
No, his mom.
I know that's his name.
His mama called him Grogu. I'm gonna call him Grogu.
But people know him as Baby Yoda.
Well, people need to get their stuff right. Anyway, talking about things to get stuff right. your boy gets a Razor Crest back. I don't know how, but it's back. Somehow the Razor Crest came back.
They're gonna find a way to get back to tattooing and have this lady make him a new ship. Oh my god!
Somehow.
Well,
Pelimano.
he's just gonna buy another one.
Yeah, he's like, I got all the money in the world. I can do what I want.
I found the scraps from the explosion and I built it for you.
Yeah. Look,
Something
more
like
importantly is somehow, if he needs to have some type of connection with like the Republic Rangers, that's when we bring in Zeb from Rebels. And he had his little cameo in the previous season of Mandalorian, and now we got your boy in full movie time. So Steve Blum doing the voice, you think?
I hope so.
I really, truly hope so. That guy, I mean, would that be the first time like Steve Blum voices like a major character in like a movie?
Maybe.
I can't think of. Mostly he does a lot of TV and anime
Games.
and games. Very famously voiced Wolverine in Wolverine and the X-Men. Yeah, pretty good voice. And also Marvel's Capcom 3. But and also you got that little shot of Grogu hanging out with the Anzellans. That is the same race as the mechanics. They're like little tiny mechanic race, and Babu Frick. The best character from episode 9. Like that's like one of the
Babu
redeeming
Frick?
things. And it's like no, like, and then
That voice.
yeah, that voice is hilarious. Shut up. I get to have fun. Anyway, we have that coming to look forward to. In terms of this, and the visual media, like that's kind of where we're at. I know like other Star Wars stuff is happening with, Outlaws is coming out. We're filming. We're recording this in August, so that comes out later this month. But
it comes out this month.
Yeah, towards the end of this month. I'm hoping we get more. Some other stuff by like next year as it comes out. Like Anthony said, if we get info around the other 2 movies that are supposed to be in production, like Ahsoka season 2, and then maybe we get that like Thrawn big team up movie that's gonna be happening.
Because they did say, I saw somewhere like right before D23, they were saying that the 3 movies that they have kind of planned out would all release by end of 2027. Which is kind of
It's impossible.
interesting because they're going to do
It's
like
not happening.
3 in 2 years.
The other 2, I don't even think have started anything.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. But it's weird that
they
they
have
announced
directors,
that.
but they don't have writers. They don't have. I don't think they.
I don't think they have a
There's no
script.
pre-production.
There's no
Yeah.
script.
Yeah.
Like for you to say it's gonna come out in 3 years with like starting from 0 now, it's like
But we'll see.
We'll see. In the meantime, Disney had some other news, at least to help hold over, like the Star Wars stuff. They want to. There's a heightened focus on Star Wars to try
No
to make
more
sure.
announcing until
Yeah, like
they
hey, we're
start.
gonna make sure this stuff's here, and and especially like given the
It's
mixed.
cemented. Like,
Yeah, given the I'll be generous, the mixed reactions of Acolyte, like they want to maybe temper some of the extra expectations and excitement. So kind of like, all right, cool, let's give some of the hot stuff and some other fun things on the side, and you have that happening. Well, in the meantime, we hope you get held over by some of the other big stuff coming out, and that's going to be